Here we are, Annie. Yay. Hello.
Hello. Happy Lionsgate, Kelly.
Happy Lionsgate, Annie. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I'm so glad to get to be hanging out with you on this special day.
Me too. Me too. Happy Lionsgate, everyone.
Yes. Happy Lionsgate. Happy Friday. Happy Lionsgate weekend to everybody. I would like to just send out some extra love before we get started. If some of you don't know, we lost a dear friend and sister on August 6th, and so I would like to send love and condolences to Peter Booker and their family and everyone that was blessed to know sweet Carolyn. And she was a part of the Dream Show, and she really made it special. She was a gifted medium and so knowledgeable and had such a beautiful life. And she was a beacon to our community, and she was a beacon of light to the world. She was one of the most kind and generous people. She had just sent me, okay, I'm not going to cry. She just sent me some Blue Lotus tea. Just probably a month ago. It just, it came out of the blue from her. And, she was having some tough days towards the end. And even so, I mean, her light, was always shining. And so, Carolyn, you will be forever in our hearts and deeply, deeply missed. And she did come through to me, August, the night that she had passed, and had given me some sweet messages for Peter. And so she's not far. And that was one of them that I think that I can share with everybody that would be appropriate is she said, it's true. Heaven isn't far away. And so, and just hearing that just brings a special peace too. And so, we honor you, Carolyn, and love you today and always.
And what an auspicious time to make her entrance, because she was also quite the lady and glamorous and beautiful.
Right.
So she knew a lady knows when to leave, I have heard, and make an entrance. So boy, did she pick her timing well.
Right.
What a welcome home she must be enjoying.
Oh, can you imagine? I mean, she
knew so many Hollywood people, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she knew a lot of famous people. I bet what a party she's having.
Oh, she's got to be having a huge party. And it would be so funny because I would say, I'd bring up like when we went to see Willie Nelson. Well, I've met him, or it would be, yep, I've met. I mean, she literally, knew and had seemed like she had met everybody. She had a wonderful life. And so, yeah, there's a huge party going on up there, a welcoming her home party.
Yeah. My heart goes out to Peter. I picture him as tired and happy for her and exhausted. Yeah. So I picture us just surrounding him in love, as Carolyn would want us to do.
He was such an amazing caregiver to Carolyn.
And their love, they were so in love. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe sometime he'll come on Allie's show or somewhere and tell us stories.
Wouldn't that be
You know?
wonderful?
Oh, I would love to hear
Yeah.
about how they met and, you know, his favorite, most fond memories. When he's up to it, I would love
Right. That would be a wonderful show.
it would be such a gift. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
thank you guys for being here. Tea Garden Chicken, hello.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. And Callie Fogopogo is here. And
Hey.
hello. And Sonia, thank you.
Sonia.
Thank you for being here. And so Annie and I are going to talk a little bit about Lionsgate and what it means to us, and just information that we have on Lionsgate. And then what we were thinking is I have a little visualization that I will share with you guys, and then Annie and I will share, the information and tips and all of that we have, and then I will close with kind of an affirmation type thing, and then Annie and I will do, if anybody's interested in, we are going to do Lionsgate energy readings for anybody that would want towards the end. So if you would like a Lionsgate energy reading, just put lion in caps if you can, and I'll star you, and then towards the end we will do readings. And Barbara, hello, thank you for being here. And Carol B, hello.
Oh,
thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. And Sharon Foster is here too.
Yay. Thank you, Sharon.
Akila, I have you. Sonia, I have you. Barbara, I have you. And Jessica Lynn, hello, is here. I have you. And Lauren, hello.
Hey, Lauren.
Thank you so much for being here. And so I'll try to keep my eyes and star. We probably, Akila, yeah.
Oh, hi,
Make sure I got you. I think I start him. I think I start him and then unstart him. Okay, we got. Okay, so I'm gonna let everybody know. I have Sonia. I have you, and I have Akila, Kaylee Fogopogo, Barbara, and Carol B, Jessica Lynn, and Sharon Foster. Yes. And that's probably enough, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's 8. So you know what? I'm going to go questions closed. In Tea Garden, I got you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you for sharing your Friday with us.
I have not been sleeping very well, and I feel so heckin' tired, like my wagon is dragging. And I was telling Kelly about, I'm not sure how everyone else is feeling this energy, but it's very intense. It's felt very intense. So I've been doing a meditation about Lionsgate on Insight Timer to focus, bringing forward my clairs and to surrender areas of resistance in myself. And that vulnerability is pretty powerful.
It is, and it can be it can be really kind of hard too, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I think it was last week. I was having really trouble sleeping, and it seems like I've come over that hump. But Annie and I were talking backstage that I've been sleeping. I've been having trouble falling asleep, but and then, well, I guess like a few nights ago, I just kept waking up. It's just constantly waking up. But yesterday, I just so groggy. I couldn't shake it. And I think the energy is so powerful right now. And so, either you're totally conked out, or you're waking up and not sleeping. And it can be a lot on us the next day for sure.
Yeah. And 2-3 days in a row of that, and you're just like, whoa. It can be a lot. I've been leaning into surrender.
Right.
That is really leaning into surrender. And I've had some insights. I have had some wonderful moments. They've all been in nature when I'm outside. Nature is so important and so helpful at this time. I think partially it's because we're grounded outside. We're literally physically grounded. So more can come through and sort of wash through us. So if I ask to call my energy back, like you've encouraged us all to do, and it helps enormously. And that definitely, I've been burning a lot of bay leaves, and my husband returned from a trip, and I always have him I burn sage for him until I told him to say these words, any energy that is not mine, leave now. Yeah. And any energy that is mine, return to me. And
I love that.
I do that daily, but sometimes I think we have to do it even more often when the energy is really intense. Yeah.
Right. And it is a lot. And I like what you said earlier is just really just surrendering to it, and going with the flow of it, because when we resist, it just makes it 10 times harder. And it is, I mean, even if we were sleeping well, I mean, the energy right now is so amped up that, and with all of us being empaths and intuitives, I mean, we're going to feel it. The energy opened up, the Lionsgate energy opened up around July 26th, 28th, right in there. Yeah. And it will close on August 12th. And so today is like the most powerful day of the Lionsgate. Should I quick do a visualization for us before we kind of get started?
Absolutely. Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
It's just, it's just it's really short and sweet, just to kind of get us in the groove. Okay. So let's close our eyes and take a deep, gentle breath. Breathing in through our heart. And as we exhale, imagine a golden light flowing down from the stars, entering through our crown chakra. This golden light is encoded with wisdom of Sirius and the power of Leo and the love of your higher self. Let it flow down your spine, through your heart, into your solar plexus, and all the way into the earth, grounding you in this divine energy, into your body, and into our planet. Now let's visualize a radiant crystalline pyramid of light forming all around us, sparkling with hues of gold, violet, and electric blue. This pyramid holds our intentions, and it amplifies our manifestations, and it protects our energy with divine grace and love. Feel your heart shining like the sun, radiating pure love out in all directions. You are a beacon of light on earth, and so it is.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Oh,
I think of us as way showers. I think we know that things are going to change. And I say good prayers for that. And I try to relinquish that part of me that resists it. That say to remind myself we are here to witness. And that's something my husband, Paul, reminds me of when I get too concerned or seem more worried than is necessary. He'll remind me that we are here to witness this great change.
Yeah.
And that helps me to balance, to find my balance. Like, okay, I'm not sure which part we're here to witness, but we knew going in that we were going to change the system from inside out.
Right?
Yep, we knew
Yeah.
it. And that doesn't happen with nothing happening, without any changes.
Right. And
Yeah.
and that's just it. And you mentioned you were tired today. And so, it for all of those that are tired or just feel like today is a struggle, if all you do is hold light today, that's all a person has to do. We're going to give some recommendations and tips, but if a person isn't up to it, it doesn't, you have to go with the flow that is in alignment with what
Just being
yes, the energy that you have. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly it. And so the Lions Gate is a high frequency alignment that peaks every year on August 8th. And it's an opportunity for our DNA activation and for our heart center activate, heart centered expansion. And so activation though too for our heart. And when I did the energy insight and predictions, heart was a big thing coming into August. And so our heart is a big part of the Lions Gate and expansion. And you had mentioned that you had been receiving insight and downloads. And that too is a part of the Lions Gate, is a part of ascension, healing, and receiving downloads, during the daytime or at nighttime.
Yes. There's one thing I will share of a personal nature. The other night I was talking with Creator. I was having a hard time going to sleep. And I was doubting myself. I was doubting my ability to do what I'm here to do, whatever the heck that is. So I was talking with Creator like I do, and I did the Ho'oponopono prayer. Yes. To Creator. And I dreamed and met a guide. And that's never happened to me before. And I have to say, that's Lions Gate blessing. It's real. It's absolutely real. That the heart expansion, if you ask, it will be given to you. If you are humble and open-hearted, and just open-hearted without defense, of course you're protected. But when you talk to Creator and Mother and just tell them your heart, and it's real. It makes a difference. So I was like, holy shamoly, that was so made me very happy. I woke up crying. I was happy, so happy, and I went outside, and my bare feet, and said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's huge, Annie. I mean,
it was huge.
That is huge. And I never put two and two together that, with the Lions Gate energy until now, until you said that. It's like, yeah, duh. I mean, it only makes sense, right? That it would
powerful time.
Yeah.
So if we do that, if we each just talk with Toss, tell your heart, tell Creator what's in your heart. Just say it out loud. And the reason because we're in the physical, saying things out loud, it has power.
It does.
We affect everything around us when we do that in this physical realm.
Yeah. When I think when we can speak it out loud, or speak it and write it both, but even just speaking it out loud, it holds so much more power.
Yeah. And I think the more vulnerable we can be, the more we stand in our light. That sounds like it wouldn't be the case, but it is.
It is, right?
Yeah, we get brighter when we are vulnerable with Creator, when we stand in our light, like
Yeah.
like little children.
Yeah.
Then we light up even more, and that love just washes through us. It's there, overjoyed. What I felt was overjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
They were
Right?
overjoyed that, like, oh, yay, you're open.
Yep.
So I encourage everyone to do that, when in your own way, in
Yep.
whatever
And
way works for
however it
you.
works.
Yeah, absolutely. Take advantage of this 8-8. Let's do
Right?
it.
Yeah, because now, I mean, if there's anything in our lives that we want, if it, if it's more love, if it's more opportunities, if it's just more peace, if it's more money, if it's a
Yeah,
job opportunity,
yeah,
or increased in intuition, I mean, all of that. This
yeah,
today is the day that we should be writing all of that down and putting it out into the universe. And another thing, and I did it as before we went live, is pretty much anything we touch. I mean, and that can get to be a little bit obnoxious. I mean, everything we touch, but I mean, like something that you're going to drink or eat. Today would be a great day to put your intentions into it. And so before I opened this, I put in and I wrote it down because I said it, and then I thought, oh, I'm gonna write it down and share it with what I put in.
oh,
I said, fill my body with great health, vitality, happiness, and overflowing love is what I put into this before I opened it. And so,
drink it, drink it, drink it.
let's take a swig.
Well, last night I went out to say my evening prayers, and I actually made a video of it. I might put that up today. I made a video of it because it came to me that I say a prayer for my mate, for our children and our grandchildren, our loved ones, our beloveds, our dear ones. I say prayers for our family and our extended family. And what came to me was I prayed for our health, our emotional health, mental health, physical health, financial health, social health. And that had never occurred to me before. So I prayed for that for all of us. I prayed for the region, for the realm, for the area, for the ring of fire, for the West Coast, for our state, for our country, for our world. And it just was like my heart was filling up, filling up, filling up. And I was standing by the cascara tree. And it just felt like the right thing to do. Like, oh, I never hadn't thought of adding all those things before. I thought, oh, thank you. That was a great idea.
Talk about divine timing, right?
Yeah, if you're open to it and you say your prayers outside, you're more available for that to come in, or that's how it works for me. But
Right?
I hope that inspires others to do the same.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Um, is something that I have done in the past, and I may do it today. So if anybody just feels called to do it, something, especially if you're needing, more finances and income coming in, you can just take a piece of paper and you can cut it like the size of a check if you want, and you can write the check out to yourself and put the whatever dollar amount that you want to come in, and then just sign it the universe, and in the memo put thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and then put it somewhere that you want to see it.
Oh, I love that. I never thought of doing that.
That
I told the universe this morning I want more drums. I saw I
Yes.
said, I want more drums. I heard a drum yesterday and it was like, it lit me up. And I was like, I had a walk in Persia. I'd forgotten I had a walk there once. And And I heard the Persian drums, and it was just like electricity. I'm like, I want those drums. I want
Oh,
those drums.
see?
And oh, it just lit me up. So I went out this morning and said, I would like more drums. I would like a Persian drum, please.
And that too was an activation, right?
Yeah.
You know, that activated that part of that past life in you to go,
Well, it
you know what,
did.
I need this in this life. I mean,
I did, because I instant got this picture of me telling stories, like children's stories, and talking with while playing this drum. It's like, yes, please, I would like to do that.
I love
So
that.
I went online. I looked on Goodwill online, looked on Etsy. Like,
Did you have any luck?
well, I saw some, but there's like 3 different names for them, which is great because I learned that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, okay,
There you go, universe.
yeah,
Annie needs some drums.
So now's the time to do that.
Yes.
When you're soft daydreams, when you have your soft daydreams today.
Pay attention.
Yeah, really listen to those, because your guides and angels are whispering to you. They're like, yes. Stretch your wings,
They're
stretch your wings.
little clues. It's like, it's almost like a treasure hunt, you know, or a scavenger hunt. You know, it's just, you know, they give us little clues, and then we're supposed to take it.
And they're
there.
fun. That's
Right?
what's so cool. Yeah.
If you do are called to write down your intentions today and put them on paper, the crystals that would be good to put on them, you know, I'll do my gratitudes today, and I'll do my intentions, and I'm going to do my releases, but with my my intentions, to put labradorite, citrine, and rose quartz on top of them would be really powerful. Just another tool to use. And then 963 hertz would be a great frequency to listen to today.
Okay. Thank you. 963 hertz. So I don't have those other kind of stones, but I do have rose quartz.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, great. And 963 hertz. Okay. Alrighty. What about for the gratitudes and the release?
Release would be you know, anything black. So black tourmaline, jet, obsidian. That would be
shungite. I have some.
Yes.
Shungite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I have a piece right here. That would be good. Okay, so that was for our releases.
What about gratitudes?
So and any angelite would be good for gratitudes. Selenite would be good for gratitudes.
I have that. Selenite. Okay. And I have tourmaline. Okay, selenite.
Amethyst would be great for gratitudes. Clear quartz.
Okay, got that. Okay.
Yeah. Angelite, selenite, clear quartz, and amethyst.
Okay.
You know, and they're kind of common ones that, you know, would be great to put with that.
I actually have those, so that works.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that works.
Perfect.
No, I like to add cornmeal to gratitudes. And I'd probably add some salt to the releases. I recently just did a refresh on our property, and I did Himalayan pink salt along the border of our home. And
can I ask, do you do it like right up alongside your house, or do you do it like the property line?
Property line.
Okay.
I do it on the property line. And then like open spaces like the driveway, I'll do a like you would water.
Oh, I love that.
Well, I have the garden in the back on the north side of the house that is dedicated to Lemuria. That's my Lemuria garden. So what I do, it's near the cascara tree, is in it. And I have started visualizing a protective like bubble around our entire property. And it gets taller and taller. There always needs to be three because for some reason I love threes.
I
But
do too.
just put a yeah, yeah,
Yep.
but a bubble of protection and another color and another color. And then connect that to the beautiful fir trees and behind our home that go in the ravine, and there's coyotes and deer down there. So I just feel it feels good to connect that. So we're a part of it, but we're protected. Um,
I love that.
yeah, that feels really good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and you did that. Have you? What has it been in the last week? You probably did that with this Lionsgate energy.
Yeah. I
And
just did it like
yeah, yeah,
it was less than a week ago. And I just felt moved. I didn't really, it was just like I felt like, hey, I need to do that. I need to refresh our boundary lines. And it just feels really good. And then I've been doing that, like you had suggested, and Val at Illumination Portal with the cinnamon. So I do that. And what I love that when we got the front door tiling replaced, we put cinnamon in the grout. So there's
that's
cinnamon in the,
amazing.
but I'm still doing the, and my little grandbaby will do that with me. If they're here, they'll do that with me to blow, and it's fun. It's fun to do with your grandkids and say we do this because we welcome good things.
Right?
It doesn't have to be a long explanation. Today
No.
we did sweetgrass, and I say we do this, and we give thanks. We say, oh, thank you, and that's all. It doesn't have to be a big, long, drawn out. They're happy
No.
to just join you with whatever it is you're doing.
And there's no right or wrong way, right? It's
Right.
whatever feels good to you. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Annie, because I I forgot to do my cinnamon intentions on the first,
Oh,
and we kind of do it as a family, and so
oh,
um
that's
Anna and Landon,
wonderful.
Anna and Landon will be here tonight, and so
Oh, good.
I
What
thought
a
this
powerful night.
would be a great night to
Yeah.
do our cinnamon and intentions.
Yeah.
And for anybody that maybe doesn't know, you just put cinnamon in your hand, and there too you do it however you want to do it. We just stand at the front door, kind of.
I opened the door. Do you too?
Yep. We kind of stand outside the door of the front of the house, and then we just put our intentions into the cinnamon, and then we just blow them into the house. And
Yeah. I
so
say
the floor
benevolent
ends up being all
abundance.
cinnamony.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
And do you also do any out the I'm kind of mixed on this because I've heard to do it out the back door, but I'm like, if I only let good things in, then I say anything that we don't need, go out the back door, and we share that with others, that good energy. Because good energy is not, we don't need to be miserly with good energy. It's absolutely everywhere.
It's abundant,
It's
right?
abundant. Yeah,
Yep,
it's
there's no lack.
absolutely abundant. Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly. And for me, that's kind of, I have to effort that. I'm kind of faking it till I make it with that one. But, theoretically,
Yeah, yeah.
but to train my knee jerk emotional reaction to things sometimes and concerns and sometimes. So I just keep doing it until it's natural to me.
I need to start doing it out the back door too. I've never done it out the back door, just always out the front. So thank you
Yeah.
for sharing
I'm
that.
kind of 50-50 on that. And sometimes I take rose water, my sage rose water that I make, and I spray that. If I just need a little bit extra, if I want just a little bit of extra shielding, if I'm feeling vulnerable or tired, or I just want a little bit of a buffer,
Yeah.
I've started to ask my guides to just slow it down a little bit. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yep.
It's a little bit, and I always don't want to do that. I always just want to go, let's go. So everything will go faster and hurry up and we'll get all through this and we're all going to be happy and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 years, 10 years in, you're like, okay, can we dial it down just a little bit?
Just a little bit. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
Yeah, I'm getting a little overwhelmed, and I don't think I'm very effective when I'm overwhelmed. So I'll spray some of that spray. Anytime I feel like we need a little bit of oomph, we need a little oomph around here. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I also do it when people come visit. After they leave.
Yeah, right.
No matter who, this energy, this home is a sanctuary. This is sanctuary energy here.
Yes.
So if there's any, I do it after people leave too. Like any energy that does not belong here,
right?
Bye-bye.
Yep.
No, this is home. This is sanctuary.
Keep that energy clear. And that too. I mean, that would be great to do today. Just clear our energy, our spaces, our home, our space. Clear that energy too would be good. Salt bath. You know, I do in the shower. I put pink Himalayan salt down, and you know, even if you could do a foot bath, you know, with a tub of water with pink Himalayan salt, even Epsom salt, you know, just to kind of cleanse our energy would be beneficial.
Yes.
Too.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, and so another good tip for you guys is you can take a little piece of paper.
It's on the box. I'm so sorry.
Oh no,
I apologize.
No, you take care. You can take
time travel box,
like infinity sign, you know, like the Lionsgate, the infinity sign, and you can write that on a piece of paper and put it in your wallet, and then so like the infinity sign, and then you can put like a little note with it that says money flows to me infinite. Why can't I say it? Infinite.
Infinity.
Infinitely. There we go.
Infinitely. Okay.
Infinitely and effortlessly. And we can, you know, if we have cash in our wallet, which I never do, but if we have a credit card or a debit card, we can put that infinity sign with money flows to me infinitely and effortlessly behind your any money you have in there, or a debit card or credit card or something. And another thing, if you know, you mentioned your clairs, we can work on like our third eye and just do the infinity sign, go back and forth doing the infinity sign on our third eye. And then, you know, as we're doing it, just visualize it opening and expanding.
Can we do that between like our throat? Can we do that between chakra points sometimes?
Yeah. We can do it. We can do it with all of our chakras. And so yeah, your throat, if a person wants to open that up and just be able to have words, be able to speak effortlessly, just do the sacred 8 on.
I have really felt this Lionsgate in my solar plexus. I have really felt that. And I don't really know what to do with that other than just ground.
Yeah.
Ground.
Grounding in this energy right now is really crucial, just because it is so powerful. And so I think we all are going to feel it in different chakras, you know, depending on the work that we need, the work and the energy that we need done on our body. And so if there's something going on in your solar plexus, that's typically probably why the energy is hitting you a little bit harder in that area. And so you know, you can just place your hand on your solar plexus and just visualize that sacred 8 just opening and healing, and just putting love and gratitude into for you. If it was your solar plexus, if you know, if it was your throat chakra, if a person's having trouble speaking, and then the clairs, and for your crown, you can do it on the top of your head, or you can do it just right above your head. And you know, that
wonderful.
that works. That works too. And then I was gonna mention something else. Yeah. So, I know what it was. The Sacred Eight, that you and I do. For anybody watching that maybe hasn't heard of that, I mean, this would be a great day to do that too. For your intentions, or for personal intentions, or if you want to put intentions out to the world, or somebody in need. We we have a lot going on in the world. We have fires that just broke out just not too far from us, and so I'm going to be walking the Sacred Eight today for that. And so what you can do is you can just take 2 crystals. So, and they don't have to be any, obviously you're not going to use round ones like these, because you want to put them on the floor. So they can just be small, they can be big. And what you do is you put them on the floor, and then you walk the 8 around the crystals. And as you're walking, you're asking the universe for what it is that you need, somebody needs, the world needs. And there too, it's just whatever energy you're putting into it. I'm telling you, it's so powerful to do this. Annie does it. I do it. Anybody in need, that needs anything, I'm always, I
We walk a lot of these, don't we? We walk a lot of Sacred Eights.
Right?
We do, and often. I mean, some days you just need to, and some days I'll hold a grounding stone with me while I walk.
Yeah.
And whatever I say, I pray, I say it out loud.
Yep.
And then I always finish with thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is, I've handed it over to my teams. I've handed it over to angels. I've handed it over. Yeah. So I don't need to sit and worry, because me suffering through worry isn't going to help anybody.
No.
But doing a Sacred Eight and handing it off, that will help. That can help.
Right.
For their highest good, because I don't think I know what that is. I don't always know what that is. So it's very helpful to be a conduit. It helps us be a conduit.
It really does.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just happens like that fast. Whatever it is that we're needing, it can be just that fast. Should we do kind of a closing prayer and then take some readings, because it's already
okay.
The time has just really gone by really, really fast.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yes. 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 Grandchild. Yes. Yes. Hi. To everybody. Yes. Come and sit down and quietly, please. Thank you. Thank you. No. Sit down. Thank you. Okay. Good job. Okay.
I give thanks for the sacred Lion's Gate portal, for the light that has poured through me, for the clarity that I now receive, and for the divine path that continues to unfold. May all that I have released be transmuted into gold. May all that I've called in be anchored in love, grace, and abundance. And may my heart remain open, strong, and sovereign. As I walk forward, I walk in love, I walk in light, I walk in purpose. And so it is, and so it shall be.
Brilliant. And so it is.
Okay, Annie and I will do some questions, and we're doing Lion's Gate energy readings. So the energy that you're needing or feeling right now. Sonia, are you here? Sonia Claiborne? Sonia Claiborne, are you here? Barbara, Jessica, are you guys here? Sonia is here. Okay. Do you want me to go or would you like to go?
Oh, please go.
Okay.
And how many cards are you drawing?
I did 2.
Okay.
Sonia, I got cleansing, and so it's kind of appropriate for today. So, if you've been on the fence whether or not you should cleanse your energy or your space, this would be the you know what? I just got crystals too. So, I forgot to mention, we can cleanse our crystals, and today would be a good day to program our crystals too, with intention. So you can take a special crystal that you however you would like it to work for you, and put that intention into that crystal. That would be a good thing to do today too. And then I got flow with the rhythm, get lost in the rhythm and movement of today. And that is so beautiful. So, I mean, if you can dance, sway, move, listen to music today, Sonia, that would be really beautiful.
Well, I love that. I got this card, Feathers Stay Together.
Oh, I love
So
that.
I think that's really, really helpful. And the other one that I got was Self-Worth. Love what you see. And that reminded me of how our spirit teams love us. And the angel who's assigned to us at birth love you every single moment of every day. And I want you to feel that today on Lionsgate. I hope that you'll open your arms and heart to that idea, saying it out loud. I know that my team loves me just the way I am, and I'm so glad that we're here together.
Yes.
And this time you're the one in a body, and you're shining beautifully. So that's what I think your message is for today, Sonia.
Oh, I love that.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Sonia. And Barbara is here. And Jessica, I saw you're here. Akila, you're here, and thank you so much for the arrows. I just saw those. Thank you. And so we have Akila and Fogo Pogo and Carol and Sharon Foster are the next few here. If you can just let me know that you're here. And Barbara, here we are.
Well, may I go, hon?
Absolutely.
Okay, the first card that I got was the spine of bright golden light. So this is the light codes that are traveling through your spine, through your body. That reminds me of your light body. And this is companionship. And I think, again, this is about your team. They are there with you through thick and thin, even when you think you're not that bright, that your light maybe isn't seen. It absolutely, positively is seen. It is felt. The earth herself feels you. She knows you, and she's so glad you're here. So I hope that you will feel that connection with Divine Mother today.
And Barbara, we are so happy and grateful that you are here.
Yeah, thank you. I hope that's helpful to you, hon.
Yeah. Barbara, I got information. And so whether you're feeling it or not, you are definitely going through a leveling up and transformation. I did get to write a letter to your inner child, and today would be a great day to do that, Barbara. So I talked Annie and I talked about doing releases and stuff earlier. And so if there's any hurts that are coming up that need to be released, today would be a great day to write those out and release them. And what happens is when we do this, it just it just expands and excels our transformation just even that much faster when we release those lower density energies that are holding us down. And so it's some of those things that that we carry, that we're not meant to carry those all of our life. And so if there's anything that's weighing heavy on your heart today, Barbara, I would just write that out and release it and let that transformation just open up.
Yeah. And you can release it by burning it, or by burying it in the dirt, or by disintegrating it in water, or tearing it up into 1,000 tiny pieces and throwing it up in the air. Yeah. If it's biodegradable, that would be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have Jessica up. Jessica Lynn, thank you for being here.
I thought I was all ready, but you know what? It had turned out that on my last shuffle, I had accidentally put half the cards upside down and half right side up. So I quickly made an adjustment. So the first card I have for you, Jessica, is Matriarchal. Oh, whale medicine. Whales are matriarchal, as are we. And they have star origins. Whales are the first medicine that came with the Aboriginal peoples of Australia and the whale. And the second card I get for you is intimacy. Open up and get close. Wow, holy cow, Jessica. Holy cow. To me, this means for you to open up to your star origin, sweetheart. To open up, to know that you are from stardust. We all are. You're from star nations. We all are. And I like that you get that clue of your matriarchal line. So I hope that you will open up your heart to the sky. Say, I'm here, mother, I'm here. You can run your codes through me now. Ta-da, let's do it. And then come back and tell us about it. I hope that is helpful to you.
Oh, I love that. Thanks, Annie. Jessica, I got law of attraction. And so that, the manifesting and all of that, today it's just giving you that nudge to put out to the universe whatever it is that you want. And, we had, Annie and I had talked a little bit earlier about the energy can be a lot, and it can be really, just kind of hard at times. And so, really today of all days would be a really good day just to really be happy on purpose and just celebrate, and look at, I forget who I was just saying this to, but look at how far you've come in the last year. If that isn't worth celebrating, like for all of us, I mean, look at how far we've come in this last year. That's worth celebrating. And the last card I got is Find Your Haven. There's a place of wonder just waiting for you. And so you can see it's just like the light right there. And so if there's been something that you've been wanting to do, it's waiting for you. It's just, sometimes we just have to step outside our comfort zone and just make that decision that we're going to move forward. And so find your haven. There's a place of wonder just waiting for you. So whatever that may be, Jessica, whatever is in alignment with you, just know that your angels and your guides are giving you the go ahead. Thank you, Jessica, for hanging out and sharing your time with us.
Beautiful.
Akila, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, I got higher self connection for you, Akila. Let me see if I can hold this a little bit better. Higher self connection. That has Akila all over it. And oh, I have loneliness. Longing to belong. That's interesting that those are together. I think it's a reminder that you are never, ever, ever alone. And I was thinking of something actually, because my experience with loneliness went on for a super long time. And what I found, even when I was surrounded by people, I was even more lonely sometimes when I was with people. And what I found was on the other side of it was freedom. Freedom.
Love that.
To feel and to know and to really feel that connection. There was great freedom. So I hope you are feeling your wings today. I hope you are feeling your wings today, sister. I hope that was helpful to you.
I love that.
What did you get?
I got today is the day. It says it's time to begin the journey. And there too, if it's been something that you have been thinking about doing, this is they're giving you the go ahead. It's time to start that journey. And sometimes we hold ourselves back. And so if there's a decision or something, Akila, that needs to be made, a lot of times when we don't go ahead and make the decision, we are actually making the decision because we're not making it. And so go ahead and make that decision and move forward. And then I got Dark Side of the Moon Mystery. And so it can be read a couple different ways. Look at all of that light and potential coming in. But being today is Lionsgate, I'm kind of looking at it too as today would be a great day to release anything again that you've been holding on to, and to let that free that up, to let that beautiful light shine in.
Whoa, look at that connection there. Holy schmoly, that's a gorgeous card. Wow. Sorry, that just blew my mind.
Thank you, Akila. Thank you so much for being here. And I got to get you a wrench. I didn't even realize you don't have a wrench, so I'm going to do that after the show. And Kaylee.
Yes. Well, let's see. The first card I get for Kaylee is Hope Transmutes When It's Lit. Hope transmutes when it's lit.
I love that. And it's finding that encouragement, that hope, that happiness, that fire within us that sometimes just needs to be lit.
And the second card I got was Forgiveness. Set yourself free. What a fantastic, beautiful card.
I love that. The doggy's handing the cat flowers. That's beautiful.
Huh. I hope you'll let us know in the comments if that is helpful to you, Fogo. Okay, Kaylee. Fogo. She has such a cool name.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say on that. Sorry, Kaylee. I'm new to this, and I don't want to say something wrong.
You're doing fabulous, and it's because we're almost at the top of the hour. It's just a little bit of insight that we can share and be of service, right? I mean, and so, Kaylee, I got it's time to celebrate. So. Cultivate an air of celebration today, and of all days, today would be a great day to celebrate. Look how far you've come. You went to Sedona in June, and look at all of your accomplishments that you've made. Celebrate them today. And then I got truth. And so, you know, we talked about the first thing I get is the throat chakra. So, you know, I would maybe do that sacred 8, the infinity sign on your throat, and know that it's okay to speak your truth, and just give your throat chakra just a little bit extra love today. Thank you, Kaylee, so much for being here. Carol B. Hello, Carol B.
Hey, Carol. This is interesting. The first card I get is boredom. Time to sit and stay. And this is interesting because the other card I get is observe and witness. Be like nature. So the feeling I get from this is that you are very quietly wise. And you are able to know a thing and not even speak of it. And that you are naturally very perceptive. So that's what I get for you. I hope that's.
I love that. Thanks, Annie. Carol, I got abundance. And this is the Moonology deck. And it seems like all the cards are really kind of appropriate today for this, because abundance. So letting the universe know what it is that you want more of. Whatever it is, what areas of your life do you want that abundance to shine through, and writing that down and letting the universe know. And then I got become aware. Listen to the wisdom of your body. And this is so good for all of us because, you know, we are our own powerhouse. All the wisdom and everything, you know, lies within us. And so whatever your body is telling you, they're saying just to listen to the wisdom of your body. And it could be the messages that we give you today. I mean, it may be that you see them in a different way, and that's your truth, and standing in your truth. So I hope that helps, Carol. And we have just 3 more. We have Sharon, Sonia, or did we do Sonia? Yeah, we did Sonia. We have Sharon Foster and Tea Garden Chicken. And that will be all, because we are at the top of the hour. And so for anybody that came in later, we took the questions at the beginning of the show. And so I'm so sorry. Annie and I will be back another time where you'll be able to ask questions too. And so Sharon, here we go.
The first card I get is allowing, let it happen. And the second card I get is play with your inner child. Now, one thing I find really fun to do is I will ask my inner child, just real quiet and quick. Don't even have to think, where would you like to go? What would you like to be today? What would you like to do? What color would you like to wear? And that's a start. And it just kind of flows from there. So I hope you'll do that today, Sharon. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I love that. Sharon, I got releasing. And so that seems to be kind of a common thing. So anything that you've been holding on today, Sharon, just if you're called to release and let that go. And like Annie said, you can write it down, you can rip it up, you can burn it, you can bury it. whatever it is that you've been holding on to that isn't yours to go. Because the next card I got was let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. And so any of those old stories that you've been holding on to that have been weighing heavy on your heart, it's time to let those stories go. They're no longer being of service to you. And so if you could release those, that it would be really, really good for you, Sharon. But like I said, it's all in divine timing, and it's all what you feel called to. But those two kind of go hand in hand. So if you could release, you're going to feel a lot lighter. As soon as I get done releasing, it's almost immediately. I don't, is it with you too, Annie? I feel just like lighter in my shoulders. I feel lighter energy in my body as soon as I get done writing out all of the hurts, the pains, all of that I've endured in this lifetime. I instantly, I feel better.
I do too. And sometimes I picture it so that I don't feel like heaviness. I don't feel guilt or feel bad or feel like I blah, blah, blah. I picture the line of little children inside myself, and they can be of all these different ages. I picture them all standing with their thing they need that they want me to release for them. And I picture them all going in front of me and giving me what they would like me to let go of for them. So I'm doing this great service because I'm parenting myself.
Yeah.
I'm the leader in the room. So then it makes it kind of a joyous occasion that you bet I can take that from you. You bet.
Yes.
You bet I can burn that for you. Not a problem at all. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. And then it builds this inner celebration of love, and it also builds inner trust.
Yeah.
It shows that you are willing and able to do this.
Yep.
It builds self-love.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It really, really does, which is so important.
Yeah.
We have one left. And Tea Garden Chicken, are you still here?
I hope so, because I already pulled your cards. I hope you're still here.
Tea Garden Chicken, are you still here?
Well, let's read, and then if they watch the replay, it will be
Sounds
there. The first card I drew was cooperation. Better together. And the second card I drew was, Goddess Mystery Schools. Portals.
Oh, I love that.
Portals of knowledge. So when you work with the earth and with your teams, let me see if I can get those so that the energy can be there for you, Tea Garden. I am having a heck of a time. There we go. So the knowledge that's coming in to you, trust in that. Trust in your teachers. Trust that the way you're receiving it is exactly the way it's being sent.
Yeah.
By your team. And they're excited to give this information to you. And you better together. So thank you. Thank you so much. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah. Thank you. Tea Garden Chicken, I got enchanted. And you look at the moons there. And so they're there too. I mean, if today is a day to be enchanted, today is the day. And and if a person gets busy, I mean, if you don't get to any of this today, I mean, the portal's open until the 12th. And so, really I'm getting that it's really important for you to also nurture yourself and take care of yourself, Tea Garden Chicken, because I get accept what it is. And it says the act of acceptance will bring you peace. So if there's something that has happened that has disrupted your peace, there too, today would be a great day to let that go. And just know that for me, anything that disrupts my peace, I let it go. And at the end of the year, and whenever I'm doing my intentions, the one thing I have on it is I make peace my priority, no matter what. And am I still working on it? Yeah. It's a job, and and I will continue to do it, but it's something that I have on my intentions always, is to make peace my priority. So the act of acceptance will bring you peace. And so and sometimes it can be even ourselves. Sometimes we have aspects of ourselves that we need to lean in and love a little bit harder on ourselves, because I do feel like Tea Garden Chicken that it's really it's really important for you to love a little bit harder on yourself, and to nurture yourself, and you know buy yourself the flowers, or just take that extra care of yourself. So I hope that helps. And Annie, I thank you so very, very much for being here and sharing this powerful, beautiful day with me, and with everybody in our community, and everybody that was here. I thank you for sharing your time with us. Right? It's just, I think we couldn't do it without you. And so in sharing this energy with you guys today has made it even more special. And so I thank you. And I hope you got something out of today's show. And we love and appreciate you. And Annie and I will be back again soon. But until then, have a powerful, wonderful manifestation weekend, and we will see you. We'll see everybody soon. Take care.
Thank you. Bye for now.